Oh boy, yes, so I had to think about the water situation that is actually where I live. The water situation, this is my new moon, Neptune square. In fact, still square my Venus, by the way. So the water situation up here, well, the situation up here, socially, uh, is a condensed version of the world, like say how the people can be influenced by the system, and so it's condensed. And how do you figure? Well, you go out behind a rock next to a tree, you can see there's this condensed version of the world right there. You just no, it's people. The people's mentalities is like, okay, first of all, you can see that the schooling, it's not just around the mountains. It's deep in the city, of course, right? But I think that it might be more oriented like, well, we'll try and give you a break here. You know, you can really get a great deal. But I don't. What am I trying to fucking say during a Mercurial Neptune square kind of a thing? Um, well, you know, here talking about Neptune rules water. Babes, you don't know me. I'm actually gonna try and solve this problem. And it was coming up, right? I told you, okay, so my water was supposed to be turned off, but miraculously I have influence in my life that um, is looking after me, that pays the water bill. I'm like, well, I guess I didn't really have to go that route of protesting. We live inside of uh, it's hard to come up with the words, but it's an imprisonment created by, you could say, mainly it's electricity. The information that comes in through that is able to mass produce much of itself in repetitive distribution through machinery powered by electricity, right? It's the printing presses, and then you have TV, and whoever says yes to that through, say here, plug in, you know, is or who are they, you know? Um, so those are the hidden, like unseen but obvious in front of us bars that hold us captive. But money is something else here. See, if we knew that in fact we were being kept in a, it's hard to tell what it is. See, I want to say mental imprisonment, but they say there's a financial institution. So let's go there. You are being held captive in a financial institution. It's looking so fucking irritatingly stupid out there because of the way that, well, first of all, it's just like the education system. Pardon me while I really enjoy this rubbing my eyes. Out there, the education system, how that they well, you know, you are supposed to just fit that criteria that they have everybody doing the same thing, and it's like, I am so unique. I knew that by the time I was 6. I'm like, God, I really can't wait to share. And it's like, well, when do we share? And I was sitting there politely for like, how fucking long do we sit there politely? Can I show you something? I wish I could get those videotapes from the schools that recorded my performances over there. Hi, I'm a narcissist talking about how I am beyond the education system. It's like, no, that's not really narcissism anymore. It's like, eh, that's what fucking Tesla would say, or even Einstein. Einstein had the hardest time in schools, and a lot of people who have, anyway, just read up on whoever's actually writing books. And if it's really good book, like worth reading, they're not going to tell you that they got their ideas and motivations and uh, inspirations from the public education system. Hell no, man. There are those that they write books about how to work the system. There's so much out there. It's just, I was just thinking about how the fact that books are just a false information field, you're feeding, you have to be just as careful with books as you are, say, with anything. Okay, so TV sets or the kind of food you eat, like, is it really good for you or not? Do you really need it? What are you really doing there? Now let's talk about that mental scape. Mindscape. That's what you're doing. You are loving the way that now that your mind takes your awareness into a totally different field of information, which is not reality oriented. It's your mind, and you read words, and the best stuff. God, this conversation. The best stuff to read is something that will remind you of the depths of your understanding about an experience. It's not just going to feed you and suggest to you, well, this is why you experienced it this way emotionally, and even this is what you saw physically. We see a lot of that going out there, uh, out there. Um, People that say, they can look at you and they say, you know what, I don't believe in the chemtrails. It's like, who are you looking at? Like, what do you think I give a fuck in the first place? See, it doesn't matter if you believe in the chemtrails or not. The chemtrails are there. You're saying, I don't open my eyes to wipe out my mind's disease, which is belief. That's all you're saying. But really, when you peel it apart even more, they're probably really just saying, you know what, I don't have respect for you. And I don't really think you're valid as a human presence. It's probably really what they're fucking trying to say. God, in the meantime, the fact is that, okay, I don't want to get into it, but I was trying to talk about the fucking water company. How it just came up for me, and I'm going to sit back and work it out for all of humanity now. No, and these people walk down my driveway and they give me the literature that I wanted to know. Where is it? So I can say, I am saying halt on this free-for-all for the sewer, and, and I'm barely using any water, and it's like, okay, so you have a meter on the water, and you're saying that I owe you this much based on that usage, so it's looking like I need a meter so that I can um, start saying, well, this is, I was almost going to say, start charging, to say, this is how much I'm using your sewer for. I'm just kidding. Um, there's a lot of discrepancies when you start looking at that, like what is happening up here, that I don't think anybody will ever dare, like, break through in their perception. They still have a lot of fear, and so, like I said, I was heading for just saying, so what? I can take a shower over there, and I could probably take a shower at somebody's house. And the way that I'm working myself here with my current pardon me, status is that I can share them with them some food that I get. I can stock them up on a certain kind of good cereal that they like for the entire month with my food stamp thing. See, I think that should be happening more with people to where it gets to the point where you don't have to rely. God, this fucking conversation. To just stop relying on the water company and stop relying on big farm industries and whoever is telling you how to live, anything. Nobody likes this, especially, there's a mentality that says, man, you're so ungrateful. You don't like the pipelines that are coming in. It's like, no, 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 no. I like the idea. It used to be, okay, listen to me, narcissist, who you just live in fear. And it's the same mentality that just says, without me, you wouldn't be anywhere. You would be drinking mud. And it's like, no, without narcissists taking control of the reality of reality and trying to siphon everybody's mind through their ideals and ideas, we would probably come up with just a crystal clear, transparent way to live that says, bah, and never lose sight of this. Because if you want to be free, you want to walk, it might start with the water. So the short version of that political message is walk on water. Well, what do you mean? Well, you want to be free, or do you really want to be fucking treated like a slave in a desert? It doesn't matter how much you have worked in your life and what you did. Say, oh, you're so proud about what position, the contribution. See, we need contributors right now. And there isn't any much because people only handle stencils and go for the blueprint. Totally suggested, by the way, it's just a suggestion. Boy, I can barely articulate today. Can barely even keep on the fucking mental train, and you see all of these things that they're doing. Like, there's a final countdown during a fucking new moon while Neptune is squaring. This is with the water company. Is saying, there's something going on where I would love to I can't get involved because I know the answer to this non-human entity who does not care about you. It's narcissist, by the way, whatever that is. What is it? It's fear-driven, whatever that is. It's the mind. It's at all costs. It's gonna fucking strong-arm everybody through their filters. Man, talk about the water company. They boast no efforts to filter the water, which that's where the money should be going. But they're focusing on the sewer. Sewer, 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 sewer. Fuck your sewer. See, I would love to just go see. People aren't talking about this. The people that handed me the literature. Fuck this fucking video. 13 minutes. Today, when they hand me the literature halfway down my driveway, I'm looking at it. They're not getting into these details that to me it makes this is where we need to get together and say, look, this is really what we need to talk about. Are we really using that much sewer? The thing to talk about is in this situation, I don't know what's going on anywhere else. But in our situation, we have to take hold of it by saying, first of all, this is what we're doing with the water. Besides for just flushing it into the sewer, which is the toilets do that. You see, just like the fucking education system where they stick everybody with the same fucking shit, you gotta blah, 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 blah. Be a cookie cut version of the whole thing, and just when one person fucks up, you all get punished. That needs to end. especially with this fucking. Okay, so the water usage here is highly monitored. It's on a meter, and in fact, I mean, where's the bill? I hardly use $9 worth of water. Me. Little old me, babes. I can look at it, but I don't want to. Just trying to tell you the fucking, in general, what's happening. Okay, little old me. Okay, I am. I see, when I think about what other people are doing around me, which is just consume, 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 consume. Why? Because they have these fucking big families. I'm not saying that's bad or anything, but it's blinding. Do 5 loads of laundry a week. Everybody's taking a shower that morning. They have 3 fucking bathrooms going, steaming away. Some of the residences up here, which, babes, I'm looking at first time shit going on here because my family trucked the materials that we built this cabin in on a dirt road. So, like, not long ago, we saw air conditioning coming up here. It's like, why? Because, well, the global warming is happening, and for the first time I see in my life, when I was up here, I was around about 20, and I remember I was 20. It's like, God, I'll never forget this day. The temperature actually went up to 100 degrees. Well, we broke a record up here at 104 degrees not too long ago, and all of us know, I mean, a lot of us know, it's like, oh, well, no, the forest is going to die. You can't handle that. Well, but see, this is when we know that there's like no water. Well, then they douse it with water like crazy. So we have a lot of water here. And speaking about the water, when you talk to the water company like that, nope, and we have this amazing, the sewer is great, isn't it? But how's the water doing? Not very good. It could just, for all I care, flush it through the sewer. Get rid of it because they used to do this, and this is micromanaging up here easily, but nobody sets that example, let alone, okay, so I would say, me? I would say, little old me, look at me. Would you look at me individually? I am not doing 5 loads of laundry a week. I am not sporting a fucking cage where 3 people need to take a shower every day, maybe 5. I am not installing a jacuzzi and I don't have a swimming pool. Now that's a first that has been happening up here. How? Why? Because the Airbnb bull fucking goddamn steaming crock of shit that is coming up here. That's that organization. If you have an Airbnb, if you're somebody who does that, you are just, okay, first of all, you don't know that you work for the agenda that wants to just mix it up into where people that, there was an intention here to fucking live free, and that means that you operate on a microcosm more as far as um, the political ambiance and atmosphere. It's like, well, no, what's happening here? How's the climate here? It's very micro here, cosmic, and it should be micromanaged. Factually, you know what I mean? Factually, get into the facts and give people like me a fucking break. Why? I am using a minuscule amount of water compared to the fucking next house over there down the street who says, I was there working for the fucking Airbnb when, see it one day, it's not there, but it's an empty space, they put a jacuzzi in the next week. Now, they can't just drain that into they can't really put that chlorine onto the see, this is what's going to have to come up. It's like, okay, so, but I've been already kind of leaning towards using mainly, I know that my showers is all organic shampoo, and my toothpaste, I've been keeping it organic. And see, just use the organic soaps because you don't want, see, see, I let the water company know, I said, I'm on gray water runoff. So, why? See, they're making the excuse of that the sewer lines are the sewer ponds are overloading. They've been overloaded for a while. They're working at top fucking speed. They are doing all they can to and it's like, okay, but where is that coming from? Whose fault is that? And let's look at it individually. Do you know? Yeah, there's an increase of something happening. Yeah, and it's the fucking amusement park overlaying people's lifestyles here. Nobody cares about who lives in the forests anymore, which are the real healers, herbal medicinal healers, people that escape from the city and come up, and people are just yelling at the top of their lungs, and we don't. God, this fucking conversation. It's being lost. Like, okay, come up and get your therapy, but leave it as a sanctuary. The people that live up here would keep it that way, but more and more, what's up here is it's a mixture. You have a lot, and now I'm just gonna say narcissists because they imagine the life that they're living. They think that they want to live in the mountains, but when they finally get in the mountains, it's first of all it's too much trouble. First of all, because they don't work up here. They haven't found work up here. They're all driving off the hill, fucking two hours away. Which I'm not opposed to having the life that can support you, but you're not present to the mountain. You're not enjoying yourself here. You're not the ambiance that I know that I've been here for fucking this goddamned conversation, babes. The truth is this is a time to just fucking relax, fucking forget it. Forget it. If you can, take your eyeballs out and hang them up over there and take all your senses away because, that's just a distraction. You need to go in and, I was just doing it just now. I was eating up the experience of my life and my love life now. What little there is, I'm really grateful and of all of it, the life experience, my body, whatever I'm doing, whatever I get to fucking space out on, this weirdness of living the way I'm looking at it, and all of it. I was just like really moving into this place of like gratitude and acceptance and all this stuff, and it was so different than not doing that. Like say you're trying to figure it all out and everything, like just fuck it. I have not bothered to do anything that I know that I can do, like I can really do it, like say my car insurance and stuff to straighten that out. I'm not going to do. I don't feel like I can. Maybe I'm just making this up. But it's like, nah, just wait till after the Neptunian aspect, and then finally something's gonna give you a reason to do what? To actually participate in this fucking shit. You're supposed to fucking protest. I protested against fucking car insurance. See, it's like this. You just stop using their fixtures and find other fucking way, but it's also like this, God, this 23 minutes. What is the solution? You turn your back. Find something else to do. If you have enough money. See, money is your armory, right? But nobody's using it. Nobody has ever used it right enough to get enough on the side of the people who know how to live, which is to hold ground in heaven, in the body of Christ, which is never not going to be now. If that statement is confusing, I always say that it's never not going to be now. What it's going to be is always now. No matter where you are. See, they have us trapped in a fucking... See, I just got the vision of like, why don't you just go crisscross against the electrical wires? Just like with me. I almost switched my iPhone over to get on PayPal, to get my monetary system going. Fucking, I hate it! I fucking hate it! I fucking dreaded this before I even fucking started fucking walking, going to school, whatever you're doing. I'm sitting here going, oh no. One thing I'm never going to do is take that fucking seriously, so seriously that you get so fucking unhealthy. See, right now I'm thinking, okay, now, Shauna, what are you going to do? It's encroaching. Babe, they fucking poisoned the water up here. It used to be sweet, like a rose. And it was in the 90s. Now, see, I have water company stub tickets. I hate this subject matter, by the way. I hate this fucking video. I hate that it's 25 minutes long. I hate that I'm like 99% sure I'm gonna fucking post this. And I don't say hate much. Water stubs that says $26, $32. Babes, I remember it was just a flat $9 until the 1980s. Now, a lot of people would say, well, what do you expect? You want to, you live in an institution and you expect this all to be taken care of for you like you think it's actually a good deal, and it's not. Not when they fucking start poisoning it. Babes, back in the day, it was different. The people were different, but now it's people change. It's never been a climate change. Never. It's a people change. People don't know how to fucking do a single fucking thing for themselves, not even mine water. Water is just running. We have a planet water here. It's mainly water. Yet, we are slaving our fucking human energy like we don't know that it's an actual fucking encapsulation of on the mental level where people are behaving certain ways because of programming that says there's a shortage and this fucking shit like that. And when somebody stands up and says, no, I'm making water like this, like they're shut down, and everybody agrees, oh, it's a health risk, and it's like, you don't care about fucking people like that. You care that you're stuck, you're fucking jealous. It's a fucking narcissistic society out there. Anybody that fucking looks like Rambo who's fucking healthy, it's condemned. You're dangerous in this fucking imprisonment that you don't know you're in. Minute 30. I'm gonna stop this, but when you know you're in prison, you fucking start taking care of everything so much differently. You know who your guards are, and you don't have as much respect for them than the fucking people, your neighbor, the one who's bunking beside you. You don't fucking compete with them. You make sure they're being taken care of and well looked after across the board, because there's a fucking man over there. The man, whatever you call it. What is it? Have you dealt with these fucking females that work in the fucking literal jail system or anywhere where it's just that's a fucking male's fucking job? Man, these people are psycho. They fucking hate. Hi, Jesus. They hate fucking people like me. And I look at them and say, man, you are so much more miserable than I am as you're tightening your chains around my waist and around my fucking ankles and around my wrists. I've been in that situation before. Never walk away a loser means don't ever walk away from any situation without not having learned something vital about yourself, about God. This is the hardest fucking learning grounds we could ever fucking think of. How? And it's fucking so stupid because people are trapped in their minds about things. They're not alive. Fear has them locked down thinking that they just have to drink that water coming out of the water spigot, and they have to use the sewer. I don't. I'm looking at it as like, well, you know what? I can fucking just liquidate everything here. Take my $500,000. Really, I won't settle for more than fucking less than 800,000, and I will live very frugally. All I need is clean water, couple things to eat. Now, give us this day. Let me wake up in the morning somewhere where this is available. Well, that's money. Unfortunately, that's the morning for you. Yeah. So I'm looking for you. Can I do this? It's unrealistic, really. What does save us is each other. Love does. I would love to share that with somebody. I'm not going to see. I would love to share this or that. Or what? What can we share with this fucking non-present, totally distracted, non-human society? Comment section down goddamn fucking below.